My fellow real estate professionals, we are less than 30 days now from the implementation from the NAR settlement and the changes coming. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then this is very important. If you do know what I'm talking about and think I'm full of it or there's no changes coming, then you might as well turn this off and start updating your resumes. These changes happen, it seems like, every 5 to 6 years. So I'm not here saying this is some big, cataclysmic, once-in-a-lifetime thing that's going to turn everything upside down. That's what some people are saying. But I've been in this business a long time. When I got in, we had the dot-com bubble burst. And then we had 9/11. And that affected the industry. And then a few years later, in 2007, we had the Great Recession. And we had a mass exodus of lenders and real estate professionals then. And then a few years later, for us lenders, we had something called Dodd-Frank. And if you were in the business then, we weren't going to be able to close loans anymore. We weren't going to be able to get them done quickly, and it was going to totally throw off how we closed a real estate transaction. And then, of course, a few years after that, we had COVID. And I don't know where you're at, but I'm here in Michigan, and our governor deemed that real estate professionals and buying a home, a place where you live, was non-essential. But she also said you couldn't buy seeds for a garden or a baby seat. So maybe you weren't in those states that you had a sane governor, perhaps. But my point is that every 5 to 6 years, these things seem to happen. And now we're on to this. And in 5 to 6 years, there'll be another change. And people will be complaining about when you're going to buy a home on the blockchain or using Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in real estate transactions. You will survive this in the next event that occurs in the next 5 to 6 years by adapting, by sharpening your skills.
You're not sending out press packets anymore. None of this Debbie the Time Life Operator bullshit. So get on the phones. It's time to get to work. Get off your ass.
During the COVID era, it was all about speed. It was all about having a lender to get a pre-approval within the matter of minutes because there were so many offers. Because it was easy to sit down at a kitchen table and get them to sign on a listing agreement because you could promise them $40,000 or $50,000 over list and they were getting it. But now you have to sharpen your skills. It's not about speed, it's about skills. It's about basically being able to communicate your value to a buyer, your value to your sellers.
Because only one thing counts in this life. Get them to sign on the line which is dotted. You hear?
And unfortunately, there's some that don't know how to do that.
You can't close the leads you're given. You can't close shit. You are shit. Hit the bricks, pal, and beat it because you are going out.
And that's okay. There's still time to learn. So you could be one of two camps. You could sit there and think nothing's going to change, and you'll still get your deal here and there. You can sit there and complain about the changes and how it's not fair, and now you've seen your sales decline.
The leads are weak.
The leads are weak. The fucking leads are weak. You're weak.
But while you two camps are doing that, the winners are going to win. The winners and the people who are pivoting are going to take up more pieces of the pie. You never hear a winner complaining, and there's a reason for that. Tune in next time when we take on another topic and I give you my honest and maybe sometimes controversial opinion on Milanowski versus everybody.
Like Mike, if I could be like Mike. Oh.